Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by and visiting with me. Today I'm going to be sharing a page idea for our little mini Halloween stamp journal, and this is the layout that we are going to be working on. You see the glittery stars in the background. I know that the orange of the cover and the purple kind of does not go, but it is what it is. I can always come back and add another page on top of it, or honestly just leave it. I thought the prototype turned out to be so pretty that I'm just gonna keep it. So I've only done 3 layouts so far. This is the one we're going to be working on today, and then I have this one you guys have seen, and then I have this one that you guys have already seen as well. So the first thing that you're going to need is a small 3x4 watercolor paper. I already have one out here, and I've already pre-punched the holes. For the blending, I am going to be using Mill Lavender, Wilted Violet, and Stormy Sky for the colors. And let me show you what the inspiration for this was, you guys. This binder right here. This is a school binder. It's a 3-ring binder that I picked up from Target, and it is for my daughter for her schoolwork, and I just loved it so much. It was the only one left. And you see the ombre effect of the purple. It literally goes from like purple to almost like a black, but I don't want to do those colors. Sorry, I totally just shook the camera and now I feel like I'm uneven. But you see the ombre effect and the glitter of the stars. This was the inspiration for that layout. And when we went school shopping for school supplies, we found that binder. It was the last one left. I wish I would have gotten one for myself because I think it's just so gorgeous. And there wasn't any more. And then I was like, well, maybe if we know the brand, I can look it up and find some online. And we couldn't find it, but I just think it's so gorgeous that I decided to recreate it into this little Halloween page idea. So this is gonna take a little bit, you guys. You guys know how blending of colors go. Especially if you're using, like I am using, just regular distress ink, I think the oxides would be better, but I don't have them, and I have this little mini, so I'm just gonna sit here and continue to blend and make it work until you find the desired look that you're going for. And so I'm gonna put you guys on speed mode so that you guys don't see me here forever just blending and blending. Okay, you guys, I think that's good enough for the ombre effect. I'm hoping that it comes off on camera, because the way I'm looking at it, it looks like it's completely white, but I don't know. That just may be my lighting. So here is the ombre effect. I think that's a better look. So for the stars, if you guys remember the binder feel that we're going for, you can see that glitter of the stars. I don't know what could I used. I don't have glitter paste. I didn't want to use white paste, so I was like, okay, well, what do I have that I can try out? And I looked at my new crystal, not crystal, I'm sorry, my glitter drops from Nuvo. This one is called Gold Coast, and it just has a little bit of shimmer, but it's not really gold. I mean, look at the way that it looks here. Even though it's Gold Coast. It kind of, to me, looks like a little bit of silver, and then the glitter on the inside is gold. So I don't know if you guys knew that you could do this. I did not know until I started playing around, and I am going to be using my Tim Holtz stencil. This one's 115, and I'm just going to honestly lay it here. And you want to move quickly with this because the Nuble drops will harden, and you don't want to go too thick. You want a very thin layer. And immediately, you guys, as soon as you're done doing your first layout, I suggest you go clean your tools because it will get hardened. And even if you accidentally put some on your glass mat, yeah, it will stay hardened on your mat, so you're gonna have to clean that as well. So I'm just going to honestly take my glitter and just kind of put a little block there, and again quickly impress down firmly. All you want is one thin, let me make sure I get one thin layer. So you don't need to go over it multiple times, just, I mean, unless you missed a spot, but other than that, just one. See? It's not, let me make sure. If you need to grab, there's some stars where I didn't get I didn't get any, so hold on, let me add a little bit more. Especially right here, because I didn't get that one, and I didn't get this one, and that one, and this right here could use some more. Then once you add the thin layer, remove, set this aside. See? Set this aside, and while it dries, we are going to get our station clean. So let me go get this cleaned up, wipe my thing or scrape this off, and we'll be right back to the next step. Okay, while we wait for this, I've already cleaned my surface, but while we wait for this to harden and dry, we are going to stamp our little image. And I am honestly just going to use scraps. This is scraps of the 110-pound cardstock from Nina, and just going to add it in the corner so I could get a stamped image. I'm going to be using the Recollections stamp that I picked up from Michael's. And I'm going to be using the little cat. So we're going to add that. And then I'm also going to be using the Happy Hunting. So I'm going to pull that out and set it aside. And for here, I'm just going to, give me 1 second because Michael just texted me a question. Okay. Let's see, where was I? Okay, yeah, we're just going to stamp the image down here. I'm gonna do it a couple times so that I get a good dark image. I've ordered the Lawn Fawn Extreme Black ink. It's a hybrid, so I'm excited for it to come so that I could see how well it performs. I had no problems with this one. I told you guys I've had it over a year, so it's it did its job. I'm proud of it. It lasted me a long time. Okay, so that's our little cat image. Let me put this away. Okay, for the sentiment, I'm using another scrap here, and I am gonna be embossing this because I want a really black ink. So for the sentiment, I'm gonna be using the Nouveau embossing powder, and this one is black. No, I'm sorry, not black. I mean, it is black, but it's called Glitter Noir, and it has, look at this, like a black with glitter inside. I absolutely love that. So we are going to be using the Happy Hunting and using our Versamark. Before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and use some of the anti-static powder so that I don't get any additional glitter where I don't want it. And I am going to stamp it and make sure I have my coffee filter here. So I'm just gonna eyeball this. Make sure I have enough. And I'm gonna be fussy cutting, so I'm not worried about the straightness of the paper. Then I'm gonna obviously sprinkle some of this. Maybe sprinkle it twice so it has a good amount. Okay, gonna put that away. Okay, and then I'm gonna move this aside. Let me close it before. I've done that before. I'm very clumsy. Okay, and I'm gonna start heating this. When I emboss, I like to start from the back so that the air from the heat tool doesn't blow the top part away. Okay, and that's it for that. Okay, let me put this stuff away. For the coloring of the little cat, I am going to be using my Faber-Castell pencils, colored pencils, and I'm gonna keep this very simple, you guys. I'm gonna put you on speed mode so that you guys are not sitting here watching me color. But the image already have like dark spots, you see, so I'm just gonna emphasize those like with a heavy hand and then go light for everything else. So again, I'm gonna put you guys on speed mode and I'm just gonna sit here and start coloring. Okay, once the coloring is done, you guys can see, very simple coloring, nothing fancy. Although I'm thinking that I should probably try to add some cheeks to him, but I don't know if it's gonna come out on the black. Yeah, it doesn't look. Okay, it's there. I mean, it's not really noticeable, but we are going to fussy cut him, and I want a very, very thin line. I mean, thin white outline. So not too chunky. And we are going to take our time to fussy cut him, and we are also going to fussy cut the letters. And let me show you. You see how I fussy cut it? We're gonna do that as well. So back to speed mode, you guys go. I'm sorry I keep putting you on speed mode, but I feel like you don't want to sit here and like age extra 10 minutes. So I'm gonna skip this part. Okay, so I just finished fussy cutting these two, and I'm going to be bringing over our background, our little page here, and it's dry enough to glue. Yeah, it's actually hard enough. So we're gonna go ahead and adhere these little guys, And we're going to do the little cat first, but we're going to put him in an angle like that slightly because he is on a broom and we don't want him flying straight. We want him flying up a little bit. So I'm just gonna make sure he has glue on all the corners or the edges. And we are going to place him up here. Again, just a slight little angle. Oops. Okay. And then we can put the happy hunting down here. Actually, let me see. Move him slightly over, just a little bit. So he's a little bit more on the center. Okay, and then our happy hunting down there. Put him down there. Is he centered? Yes, I think he is. And you see how black? I honestly feel like I could have embossed the little cat in this black embossing powder, but it's okay. Let me just make sure it's straight. Okay, and there's our little layout for today, you guys. So simple. I of course have it in my little journal already, so I am going to be adding this one to this little album right here. And there you have it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this super easy Halloween inspired page. Well, it's actually inspired by the binder, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.